Already shitty Sunday. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape.
Right. Blood. So trying to create some kind of printing press that creates pages, Alan Wake style pages.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired to lay in the bed. But the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself. Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Right.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
So there was discontent between them, whether she accepted the pages or not.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant. went bad.
Okay, music, you're being a bit over the top.
The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house.
Right.
Marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not
You let the
flow.
lake in?
It became trapped, stagnant.
Right, so
went
she's
bad.
down here somewhere then. We need to find her.
Controlled here.
Her keycard. Alright, let's save.
What the fuck?
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
Okay, so modern technology doesn't work in a lot of these places. Okay, so that's the level 2 thing. It's kind of the appeal of it. Which means that, for whatever reason, there's a projector in that room you can't get in over there. You can get into this one. Right. They've programmed these computers, which are obviously basic computers. Very basic C++ computers, doing typewriting, and I don't know what they're writing. Some sort of, she said connecting to the threshold.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Real people, live artists. You want to bring people into this. And these are procedurally generated, so they're like AI. Well, a basic form of it. It's like an Enigma machine, I guess, right? Pick up that flag, we're gonna need it. Oh, I didn't use my... something.
Shit, I can never say no to extra firepower.
We got bodies now, though. This one wasn't rendered in a minute ago, but we got bodies. Shit, the FBC agents. Well, of course they are, because this is the FBC.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
It does, yes. You have the law of 3, which means they're hiding something behind a spatially reoccurring object, right? So they're looping us, but we can only do it. They can only do it a certain amount of times.
Rebound it on itself. Compressing, compounding, refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This control.
The shadow is here. Good thing you brought a flashlight. Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Hello, Mr. Unrendered Man. Sometimes I wonder if the unrenders are on purpose because they render when I turn away from them. You know what I mean?
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
Sounds risky to me.